So I was prescribed Opzelura, like, I don't know, maybe 2021. I remember I was in Virginia at the time when my past dermatologist was talking about this was coming out on the market. You know, FDA was trying to approve it. They weren't sure when it was going to happen. And when I moved to Dallas, it had gotten approved. And I remember when I started with my new dermatologist, he was like, do you want to get on it? And I was like, of course. He was like, well, I don't know if your insurance is going to pay for it, so let's just see. My insurance covers it, which is a blessing for me, honestly, because I know there are people that Opzelura is not covered for them. And that is harrowing to know that there is some sort of fix and the insurance companies are like, well, it's a vanity situation and this isn't really a medical disease, which is trash. Because if there is a disease that makes you look different than your natural look and it affects your health as well as your mental health so poorly, I just know for a fact that that should be considered a health problem. But neither here nor there. I hate that some people have to pay like $1,000 for this. Like, I have friends that their insurance doesn't cover, or they may not have insurance, and they're paying out of pocket for one tube of this. And my insurance actually covers Opzelura, which again, I'm blessed for it. But I have to say, I don't think it really works well for black skin. I've used it twice a day, up to twice a day, sometimes just once a day if I can remember. And then most times it's twice a day. And I don't really see much of a difference. I read somewhere, and I'll try to find the article, but I don't think there were a lot of studies done with Opzelura on black skin. I don't think there were a lot of black people in the clinical studies, and they just made like a suggestion or estimation that it was going to work because it worked for the people that they used it on, which is insane, right? Because if you don't know, black people, African, whatever, and black American, whatever, right? Darker skinned people are mostly affected by it. From group wise, black and African and Indian groups are most affected by vitiligo. So I think it's insane that those people were not really included in the actual trials for this. I'll try to find that article, but I started looking to see like what was that about, like why can't I find any information about is this working for me or people like me? And I found one article, and I will literally try to go find it and link it. But whatever person was doing the controls was like they didn't have a lot of black people in the clinical trials, which is insane. Like, how does this get approved by FDA? But I'm black. I know very well that the medical system is not made for me. It's made based off of me. So, but I feel like this doesn't really work that well for black skin. I really do. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I've been using this for a really, really long time, over 3 years now. And I just have not seen the results that I feel like a lot of other people do get. And I've seen that, you know, on forums and like all kind of like Facebook groups and stuff, like some, you know, white people will say, yeah, they got results in like 6 months of using it, 8 months, a year. You know, they've gotten repigmentation on their face. I think people have been saying like this works better on your face. Obviously, their hands are just so hard to treat, so I can understand that, just that being just whatever it is. But yeah, it just, to me, this doesn't work. And I use this on my face and on my hands, on my feet, and on my chest area. And then I use tacrolimus ointment, 0.1%. 0.1% on my lips. So I understand like you're not supposed to ingest Opzelura, so that's why I'm using this on my lips. This is fine. I only use it at night when I'm going to bed because I'm not like doing a bunch with my lips. It's not on anything. I just sleep with it on. So I've been using the two of these together for a very long time. And honestly, I don't think it works that well. I just really don't think that it works that well. Maybe it works better for psoriasis. I've definitely seen that this is for that also. But if this was supposed to be a cure-all for vitiligo, I just don't think it works that well for people like me. And if you're black or Indian and you feel the same way, please let me know. I've been given so many different creams like that over the years, like for a decade now. Which one? This is triamcinolone acetonide ointment. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I am not a doctor. I am a computer scientist. Okay, so I don't know what that says. That this don't work. I don't even know what that was supposed to be for. Crisaborole. I had used that. This ain't do nothing. Again, Opzelura and tacrolimus. And I know some people get just prescribed this, like their insurance may cover this, but not this. My insurance covers all of this, and it covers most of this. So, I mean, you get a lot in the ointment thingy. Like I've gone through plenty of these, but I just don't think it works that well. One day, maybe we will be included. One day, they will include Black people in their clinical studies so that we can also be cured. One day, maybe that'll be my life's work.